wanted to pick up a great stuff. But I went to Walmart, they didn't have it, but they did have this here G foam and Wurth foam. So we'll be trying these two. Both these are 1-inch foam. The spray foam is not totally cured. It's dry to where it's finally bonding. Now you see why I will not be using foam. Although this foam, it worked just as good as great stuff. It's
filling in for the moment. That's a lot of cleanup, a lot of waste back, you ask me. But I'm going to get her trimmed down and cleaned up. Try a couple methods. Smooth this out. Okay, so I think either way will work. The cable or the blade, but I think the blade is a little smoother cut. I just want to add, if you're going to screen it, whatever material you use to screen it, make sure it's pulled tight. Because once you come to skin it, it might show up. I'm pretty sure that it's show up as a wrinkle if you don't get it tight. So you might just want to cut those off, like I say, if they're not tight. After we get it all trimmed up, it'll be time to come back. And I'm trying to decide what to use next for filler. Be it just compound filler, probably would be good enough, just regular compound filler. So when we get this all trimmed up, we're ready for the next phase. Okay, after you get it smoothed out, all the excess shade down, come back and put your screws in. Now when I set my screws, I like to go ahead and make sure my path is clear, that they're lining up. Once you get it lined up, you get it, your hose clean, I like to come and force some Gorilla Glue down there. Believe me, it is forcing. I got a little gap here, that I'll be feeling, but you can see how it's forcing the glue down in there. As you can see that. So at that point, come back and screw your screw in, which that Gorilla Glue is going to give it even a little bit more to lock onto as it's going down the screw hole. Okay, so now I'm putting some swag in the cabinet. The swag is the screw, washer, anchor, and glue. Now, I went over something with washers. Instead of using the drywall washers, I just went out and purchased some roof nail and washers. These are the grip rights. 1/2 inch. Once you put these in place, you can get the whole reamer, the whole tool, and bore your little hole in there for the washer to fit. 1 inch fits perfect. Now, I do want to go over the washers in this part of the build. This perfect washer. These little bitty washers are not going to do the job. I've used them on this to hold it together. I have another pack I'm going to finish using out. The reason is they don't hold, you don't get a good enough bite in the material. The glue will hold it, but they don't compare with these. You're not going to get 50 pounds of pressure upward out of these. They'll hold it in place and they'll keep it there, but if I was going to use them for a complete build, I use this type and not these. For your screws on your 1.5 inch, on your 1.5 inch foam to foam joint or whatever, I would use 3-inch screws. On anything less than that, I would use 2-inch. Say like, okay, so I'm putting the final swag on the cabinet. Screw, anchor, washer, glue, and the anchor is set, the washer is set, the little hole is set for the washer, and now is for the final phases. I'll screw and we go back to glue. Now that your hole is in place, just put your nozzle right over and squeeze. Just give it a few. And believe me, now like I said, the glue is getting down in there. Now you come back, now that's going to give the screw something to bite onto and bond to during this process to hold that in place. Now, once you hit the anchor and you're really on it, that's what's going to do. It's going to pull down. You're going to see it's pulling, and your glue will sit back on the head, which will cause it to lock in place as well when it's cured. After you have sanded her down, you want to come, go around and trim off all your